Alright, g'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I am down the shed. I'm finally going to take the Monaro off the trailer. Stereo's blasting in here for some reason, hang on. I haven't touched it. Literally, it is disgusting. So I am going to give it a good clean. I'm going to take the bars off and everything, try and get rid of a fair bit of the rubber, but see how we go. I literally haven't even looked at it since parking it here a couple of weeks ago now. So we raced it and everything, but yeah, nothing. Let's see if she starts. She starts. Like always, this thing's pretty good most of the time. Alright, so I've been here for a few hours now, managed to get a heap done. Washed the Monaro, moved all the cars around, cleaned up this space, so it just looks nice again. I mean, that's half of that stuff's to go up top there. And then other half, there's F100 parts in there as well, which is awesome. Got some more coming because I need to do an update on that because I haven't done it in ages and people are asking me about it. And there hasn't been a whole lot apart from the bodies are getting smashed out by the boys. But all the, yeah, bit of Harley stuff, bit of miscellaneous. And then moved all the cars over in the corner here. Pavlou's not going to get used too much. Dad's come and pick that up in the trailer, which I'm pretty flat about. Hopefully he can sell that in Melbourne, then I get the trailer back somehow, but I'm out of a trailer. But anyway, gave them a bit of a clean, not a very good one, just a quick wash because it just looked filthy. But front bars, they just need a good one going over as well. Need to put the exhaust back on. I need to give the trailer a wash, pick up the BMW this week. So yeah, I might tie the BMW into this clip and yeah, go from there. So I'm just going to try and keep videos rolling as much as I can. It's going to be a bit of miscellaneous stuff and builds on the BMW and then the HX possibly. But yeah, so I'm about to get out of here. It is 5 o'clock. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with my work today. So I've got all this room for Chuck's garage because I want to get that going again, get some more cars through. Got about 3 lined up. So once we get them in, it'll be sweet. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, how the way this came out. But anyway, until we pick the BMW up this week on the trailer and we put the Ram to work, which I'm pumped with. Right up until then. All right, g'day guys, welcome back. I am putting the Ram to work, finally. I've got going to pick up the BMW. It is finished from Craig. So we're gonna go check out what he's done down there, which is gonna be awesome. Also, a bit of an update on the wagon. Gonna go check that out. And got some kind of big news as well going on with the channel about the FTruck. So stay tuned. Let's go check out the BMW, then the wagon, and then some big news on the FTruck and what's going to happen going forward. I don't think a few of you are going to like it, but anyway, let's go. All right, guys, got it back and here in the shed. Ram did a killer job, of course. I'm so happy with that thing. It is so easy, just get in and out and tow, like there's nothing behind. But anyway, back to the BMW. So what I got was the seat mounted, which is a Kirky seat, which is what I needed because it's like, so I can actually fit in the car, but I'll just start showing you. So seat fitted, solid as, mounted. I sort of came back up and sat in there. Then he sort of took that position and went from there. Hydraulic handbrake mounted, which is awesome. And then made a little bracket up for the tunnel and shifter point and all that sort of stuff. And then my pedals set up. So let's just open the door. So you can see killer brackets there. And yeah, so basically give me heaps of room in here. Gonna have to do something about this hole here, but yeah, so this is my setup basically, and that's the way it's gonna run. We put in this bar as well for a bit more structural strength. And yeah, so all this sort of stuff I've got to take out. But yeah, take all this sort of shit off as well. I'm thinking I might even just get one of those race collapsible steering shaft, or whatever the hell you call them. So, and then it looks all tidy and neat, and then gives you a better bracket here as well for mounting. But let's jump in. Easy as that. But yep, so as you can see, got a bit of room there. It needs to be sort of, like I said, put in place. And but yeah, we're here. Bang, bang. How good's that? Boop, boop. And yeah, once I put the padding and stuff in the seat, I'll be sitting pretty, and I've got a bit of headspace here for, so when I've got a helmet on and that, it's, you know. But hey, we're not far off with this thing. I'll hopefully get Sean in here next week after work to start wiring this thing up. I've got the loom, it's sitting in the Ellenbrock manifold box there. So, and it actually came off this engine. So basically plug in, and got fuel systems coming. I got the old fuel system from the Monaro. Aftermarket Industries are going to send me some filters. It's just things what everyone does when they drive past my shed. They do big burnouts, or try to anyway. But yeah, also I've just got to mount this seat, put some bolts in there, and then I can have a passenger come along. I'm not sure anyone would want to ride with me anyway, but yeah, I've got the reservoirs to mount, and a few other little bits and pieces as well. Ugh. Easy as that. But I think we're going to mount the reservoirs like just around here, and yeah, so hopefully next week we can get into a bit of wiring and whatnot, and we can sort of go over what we need to do with this. But for the time being, we're getting close, people. And so now I said we're going to go over and check on the wagon. Pep is going to be painting it. Going to be painting the sides of it. So and we'll go check out, see what else he's done. So that car's getting really close too, which I'm super pumped with. He's done a killer job, and it's going to be probably the best wagon out there. VY. So yeah, let's go check it out. At Pep's shop, and the boys have been cut and polishing the wagon, and it is looking amazing, like a bloody mirror. So it's going to be probably the best wagon in the world with what's going on. So let's have a look at it. Little update. That's fucking awesome. Bloody hell. I'm so wrapped with this. This is going to be so cool. And I've got some my old Monaro coilovers for it too. So bringing them, just dropping them off now, and so we'll have it sitting nice and low. And then I've got the old springs for it as well, because as you know, things change. I change my mind every second day, and it's going to be a very low wagon. All right, little update, so that'll do that. All right, g'day guys. Now, like I said earlier, or the other day, that I was going to give you an update on the FTruck. I've got it here, and yeah, so I've been speaking to a few of the boys and then a few other people, and I've decided I'm going to sell the FTruck because I want to focus all my time on the Monaro, and obviously getting the HX finished, which will be here hopefully in the next month. And also the BMW, which is right there, which isn't far off, as you've seen. But yeah, I just feel like the FTruck, I've sort of lost a bit of interest in it, and with time and money, I just don't see it sort of happening for me in the future, which is, you know, like, considering, you know, what I've already got into it, it's going to be hard to sort of get what I get for an unfinished project, what I've put into it, because I put a lot into it. And if I could go back, I would have imported a chassis from the States, which is something that I should have done, because, so yeah, I would have liked to have got a chassis from the States, and that would have been sort of 10 times better to be able to do that, because trying to find bits and pieces for this thing is getting harder. But yeah, I mean, the cab is pretty much done. So Robert, Classic Car Connect, have done an amazing job there. So that'll be here in the next day, a couple of days, hopefully. I've got to give him a ring. I haven't checked on that in ages, but doors, cab, roof, no rust, everything's sort of going to be mint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the parts, everything I've got for the FTruck, new and old, which is up the top there as well. I'm going to lay it out in the middle of the workshop, and I am just going to take as many photos as I can, give people as much information on this thing as I can, yeah, basically try and get sort of decent enough price, because like these Coyote motors, I'm pretty flat, because I'd love to have had that, but it just doesn't make sense for me at this time in finishing this thing, and I know someone will and do a better job than what I was going to do. So, but yeah, I know these things are going for around 20 grand without the blower. So I reckon this thing only has 90,000 Ks on, if that. With the blower, you know, that's 25, I'd say, with that. And then with the manual TR6060, I think it is, brand new clutch. I've got a diff center, I've got a fuel system, got the Willwood upgraded brakes, 6 pistons, so got everything sort of there that's going to make this thing a killer truck. But for me, it's just I want to focus on these other 3 builds that I've got, and so I can actually use them and get more content out of the BMW. Obviously is one, the HX, and obviously making the Monaro exactly what I want, and for that to be probably a little bit faster, a little bit lighter as well, which will happen sort of down the track. But I want to finish the HX and the BMW. They're my 2 priorities. So unfortunately the FTruck is going to get the chop, but I know someone will get a killer build, killer truck, and a heap of parts, like, to put all this thing together. I think the only thing it'd be missing would be the loom, you know, like, and an interior. But yeah, someone will put this together. So I'm going to lay everything out, and then you can see exactly how much I have, and there is a shit ton. So unfortunately, the truck's gotta go, and yeah, I'm going to go see Rob maybe the next day or so, and go check on the cab and see where he's at with that. And then I can get it back here. I'm going to put the cab back on the chassis and steering column and everything else. So, and then so it looks like a bit of a truck. But like I said, that thing, the cab is done. Like, no rust, all repairs done, anti-rust stuff or whatever they call it is there. But yeah, it's going to be killer, that thing. So, and I've got all the patch panels for this. So, whole new sides from the States. Took like 6 months to get here, but yeah, like I said, it's all going to be laid out on the ground. That's and you'll be able to see the amount of shit I have got for this car. So anyway, until I do that, all right, back in the shed, guys. I've got Owen here with me because I had to drop Odie off to get some more surgery, more sunspots taken off him, which is a bit sad, but so I didn't want to leave him at the house by himself, because I don't know what he'd do, because he's always had Odie there. But so he's gonna be running around with me today. I've got the FTruck off, I'm putting the BMW back on, and it's going out to Advanced Headers out at Holden Hill. Ryan hit me up on Facebook, said he'd be keen to ask me if I had anything that needed exhaust done, and hit him up with this. And so I'm dropping that out there today, which is awesome because Sean and Mick are busy doing some other stuff. So while I'm going to try and get as much done I can in other areas to get this sort of up to scratch, and then so when Mick and Sean are ready, they can come in and button it up and fuel system and everything else that needs to be done, and then we can go from there. But also today I'm going to go check on the FTruck cab and see where that's at. Also picking up my mate's VN SS single turbo 6 litre. He's got a turbo sitting too high, so he can't close the bonnet. So I'm going to talk to Jace from Tough Mounts, which I already have, and I'm going to take it around to him hopefully today and get him to just have a look and see if he can maybe make up a set of custom engine mounts, so you don't have to change the turbo manifolds and all that sort of stuff, and that's more money. So for him, he does want to spend. So we're going to try and see if he can make up a shorter set of engine mounts if possible. So I'm going to run that out to him. So going to do a bit of driving today, and just going to be a bit of miscellaneous stuff in this video. So let's get into it. We'll throw the BMW on. I'm going to have to push this little bastard up. And I nearly lost the FTruck bloody going down there. So yeah, I'm going to rip this little thing up. Hopefully I don't need the winch, but get a big enough run up and we'll be sweet. All right, here at the shop, Rob, and cab is nearly done. So a couple more things to go, mate.
Yeah, just got to straighten out the doors a little bit, couple of the nicks in the doors, and just recoat the roof there last night and give that a sand down, and she's almost ready for undercoat, bolt the doors on and send it on the truck.
Yeah.
On its way.
Well, that's it. I just told him I'm thinking about selling it, and he's, well, not really that happy, I suppose. But that's fair enough because he's put so much work into it.
Yeah.
And it was so much more than what we thought it was going to be, which is always the case. But no, it's looking amazing, and it's making me think a lot. So
yeah, I think it'll be the cleanest cab in town. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Zero rust now.
Yeah, no rust at all. It'll be straight as. So let's have a bit of a look over it. So I haven't seen this since the roof's been done. So once roof's done, everything, this will be doors on and everything. It'll look pretty unreal. So I've done a killer job here. Here's the doors. So just a couple little nicks and stuff like that they're fixing up. And then we'll be able to pick it up, put it back on the chassis, and then I'll have to have a real hard think and a good hard look at myself as well, I think. But yeah, so that's where we're up to with that. See how we go.
Yeah, sit on it for a while.
Sit on it.
Put it in the side, mate. Just, don't worry about it for a while.
Yeah, that's it. All
Get back into it when you want.
Yeah, well, a lot of thinking to do. We'll see how we go. Straighten him up, yep. Yeah, now straight on there. Alright, so this is nice VNSS that we just picked up. It has had full paint, interior, 9-inch brakes, 6-litre turbo. Now, what it's here for Jace is that the turbo is sticking out, and we're going to try and Jace is going to try and get some mounts made up to just lower it a little bit before we have to go and change manifolds or paint the housing the same color as the body, and then cut a hole in the bonnet, and then so the turbo might have to sit out. But he doesn't want to do that, which is fair enough. So we're going to try a couple different things and then go from there. But this thing is looking mint. Just picked it up from the body shop, full detail, interior redone. So everything's killer. He wants to get different gauges and stuff as well. So, but all that's really firm, all done really, really nicely. Slam it because they're new rubbers. So basically nearly a nut and bolt restoration, but I think it makes just over 500 kilowatts. So this will be another one that can come through Chuck's garage at some stage, but it's going to be here for a little bit. So Jace is off doing drag challenge, which I'm really jealous about, but he's going to go over it and see if he can help us out. But we're going to start there, and then if that doesn't work, I've spoken to the Killer Boost guys as well, and they do the manifold, like the turbo manifolds that we might have to swap with that. But here's where we're at. So gonna head back to the shed now. All right, I'm here at Advanced Headers, and I got Ryan here. He's finished up the BMW in like a day and a half. So let's have a look at it. So twin 3-inch stainless steel. Have a look at it. It looks unreal. All the way. He put a couple of hot dogs on it, which is good, because it probably would have been pretty ridiculously loud because of a bit of a stout engine setup. So I'm super pumped with it, mate. You've done a killer job, and I reckon I've got some more work for you as well. I've got a VY wagon that I want to do a little rear end tip for, and my mate, he's got a G wagon.
Oh, nice.
And he said, do you do an exhaust for that? Because he can't find anyone to do one.
We'll do anything. If it's got an exhaust on it, we can make it.
Well, that's it. That's awesome. So when I get this back to the shop, I'll put it on the hoist and have a good look at it. And but absolute killer work. So anyone looking for an exhaust, these guys, come check them out. So got to throw it on the trailer now. But mate, I can't thank you enough. That's so good. It looks that good.
I'm happy with the way it turned out, man. It's got that nice aggressive look on the back end. Suits everything else with it. Turned out awesome.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Oh shit! I can't wait for this thing now. Awesome. All right, on the trailer we go. All right, guys. Now I said I was going to get the BMW, put it up on the hoist, but Mick's decided he's going to change his diff this weekend, so can't do that, and he's moved everything out of the way and whatnot. But I do need to change the wheels, put the exhaust on the Monaro again, because I might have to use that as a daily next week, because my brother's coming down and they're going to use the Ram while I'm sort of going train, so I'll use the Monaro and the Harley in between that. So I want to throw that on the road again, go for just drive, normal daily driver, which is a 9-second car. But yeah, so I picked up some wheels on Marketplace for the HX. So I've been looking for these HX hubcaps for ages, and these are 14s, so the wheel might not fit, but the hubcap is what I've been looking, because the HX has the long tail, as you can see. So yeah, the HX has the longer tail, and so they're not too bad. I'll probably get them redone somehow. So if someone knows someone who re-chrome stuff or whatever, if it's possible to do that, leave me a comment, send me a message, whatever that, to help me out with that. So that'll be good. And I've got to change the wheels though. I've got a set of wheels like the other ones, the black ones you would have seen in an earlier episode, that I'll be putting on this for a bit, because the other ones are going on the Wagon, and the Wagon's maybe a week to 2 weeks away. So yeah, so that's where we're up to. It's probably the longest video I've posted in a while. So there's a heap going into this video. There's a fair bit going on. Like I said, the FTruck going to throw it up for sale. So if you're interested, shoot me a message or a comment. I'm going to be laying everything out and showing everyone what I've got. So that'll be the next thing once I get the cab and whatnot. So yeah, shoot me a message if you're interested. It's a whole lot of truck and I don't have the time for it. So that'll be it for that episode, guys. Hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.